Hi, welcome back to Burning River Bushcraft. Today we're going to be making cordage with a plastic bottle. So a couple quick things about a plastic bottle here. I would consider this an urban skill first. However, trash is everywhere. You're going to be able to find, a 2 liter, a 1 liter, a water bottle in ditches. Anywhere there's people, there's going to be garbage. So that translates this skill to the wilderness setting just as much as it does to the urban setting. Now, I did a 2 liter water bottle trap video in the past. I think we caught a bunch of tadpoles. You can angle that, you can catch fish. I have caught fish in them. You can catch crawdads, frogs. You can basically just making a funnel trap. So besides just carrying water, a plastic bottle like this is a resource to gather either in an urban or a wilderness setting. So my first video I ever did was a Tyvek improvised tarp that I strung up with plastic cordage made from a 2 liter bottle. Now that sat in the elements for I think 11 months, and the tarp died, not the cordage. I did have some cuts in the cordage that was actually occurred from the grommets of the tarp, but I untied the cordage after it had been up for 11 months. It was still usable. So this is very strong cordage. It's very simple to make, and I'm going to show you how to do that right now. Now there's several different ways to do this. The first method I was taught was at Camp Craft Outdoors. We actually cut a notch in a tree, and then the notch, the bottom notch, was the guide for the width of the cordage. I figured out a little better way to do it for me. It's a little bit faster, and I'm going to be using the canvas sail needle out of my 10-piece kit. I used my saw to make a baton, and I'm going to be using my knife. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut the plastic bottle off right around the cap here. We want this to be pretty smooth, as smooth as possible. The more cylindrical the bottle, the better off we are. So I know like Sprite and Coke has a, no pun intended, but the Coke bottle shape to it, that doesn't work as well. Okay, so now we have a cylinder. The top has other uses also. You could use that as a funnel, but we're going to focus on this for right now. Alright, so I used my Baco to cut a baton real quick, and then the stub where I cut this off of on this down maple tree, I'm going to be using that as a guide to cut the cordage. Now the needle truly is not the best thing you could be using for this. A nail would be way better. I'm going to be using the needle because I've always got it with me. You just got to be careful with it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drive this in to the tree, and I'm going to make a pilot hole with my knife to reduce stress on the needle itself. Okay, so I've got the needle driven into the tree here. Now the distance between the needle and my knife is going to be the width of the cord itself. So for heavier duty use, if you've got a lot of bottles available, you can make it 1/4 inch wide. If you need finer cordage, don't have that much plastic available, then you just edge it on down, depending on your need. So I'm just going to drive my knife in. Here we go. So once we get this established and I have enough to pull on, I can hold this bottle flat against the edge, and our cordage is going to be whatever distance between your needle and the knife it is. Now this works better with bigger bottles. However, the smaller bottles are way more common to find. But this isn't the most consistent cordage I've ever made. But you can see I got right about 6 foot. So I'm arm span to arm span. So I'll call that 6 foot of usable cordage out of a 1 liter bottle. Now, again, your sail needle is not the best thing to use for that. All you need is a solid stop on the bottom. You could carve that out of wood. You know, if you were to carry a nail, that would be great. You know, you could probably also do that with your Baco or even a secondary knife. Anything as a stop. That's all you're after with this. But you know, here's a quick tip how to make cordage in an urban or wilderness situation with trash. This has been Jamie Boggs with Burning River Bushcraft. See you next time.